Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Eddie and I'm here to provide you with some skincare knowledge, some mental health, and just a little bit of me. Welcome back to part 3 of this 10-step Korean skincare series. The aim of this series is to bring light to each step and to bring some understanding into the world of Korean skincare. It can be very daunting, it can be kind of scary in this vast sea of Korean skincare. Sometimes people don't know what ingredients are. Some people are not sure if things are necessary. So I'm here to clarify that. Now, episode 1 and episode 2 have come out, part of the double cleanse. Episode 1 was on oil cleansers, episode 2 was on water-based cleansers, and now I am doing toners. So toners are essentially the first kind of step post-cleansing, and some people would also consider it like an extension of the cleansing routine. I'm going to categorize each step into 3 or 2 different variants. So for toners, I'm going to divide it into hydrating cleansing toners, into acid toners, and finally into more moisturizing hydrating toners, something you pat on more likely. And I will also be showing you some of the ones I use and the ones I recommend, and just an example of what to look for if you want something else, but at least you can come back here and always make sure you kind of understood it correctly. We're gonna start off with the cleansing / hydrating toners. Now, firstly, after you cleanse, which is usually after a double cleanse and or a clay mask, a wash-off mask, a wash-off pack, if you will. And after that, that's when you gotta get ready to put stuff on your face that's gonna stay on your face. Now, the first thing that usually comes to your skin is toner. Now, many people have different ways of starting off their routine with toner. It's either put onto their hands, rub like that, and then pressed into the skin, and then you follow in with essence and or serums, and then you moisturize. Or after double cleansing and or masking, you go in with a cotton pad, and you actually pour the toner onto the cotton pad and wipe away. Personally, that's what I do. I love to put a toner onto a cotton pad like these from Nature Republic. I also love the Wish Trend ones, and wipe away. Now, some people say it's not necessary, some people do. I personally love using a toner with a cotton pad because it just gives me that insurance policy that I truly took everything off. Usually a double cleanse will take everything off. Many will say, if you still find a little something on your cotton pad with toner after cleansing and or masking, your cleansing routine isn't as great. And while I agree with that wholeheartedly, I also believe we have human error psychology. You know, sometimes we're in a hurry with our skincare routine. Sometimes we just wash things away without even, really getting in there and making sure it's off of our skin. So I feel like this is such a great way to always incorporating an insurance policy basically into your skincare routine. And additionally, you also get like a slight exfoliation from the cotton pads, that friction against your skin. I love using it just to make sure everything's clean and I get that toner. And so for the hydrating toner, I go in with the Klairs Daily Skin Hydrating Water. I absolutely adore this toner. This toner will be with me forever. Why do you ask? Well, first of all, look at that size. It's the size of my head, and I'm a short dude. But also, on top of being more bang for your buck, it is a simple toner and everything a Korean skincare toner should be. Essentially, it has green tea water, it's got calendula water, and coconut water. And it also has accompanying ingredients that help soothe the skin, like panthenol and betaine. And it also has a glycerin to help hydrate the skin. So the first thing that's going on your face right after cleansing is all those wonderful ingredients to soothe, to calm, to prevent hyperpigmentation, to help with acne, because green tea is a great acne fighting ingredient. I always look for it in these. But I love using this on a cotton pad and wiping it away and then putting a little in my palm and pressing it in. And once that's sunk in for like a couple seconds, 30 seconds, I go in with my essence. But you'll have to watch that video after this one. Now I'm gonna move on to the acid toners. Basically, you could also use this after your double cleansing and or masking routine, but some people would decide to use a regular hydrating toner and then put an acid toner on. It's all up to you. Mainly, acid toners can come in varying degrees. Some can be really strong, some are not that strong. I always advise to go for those exfoliating toners that have low percentage of acids, so that if you do overdo it, at least you overdid it just a little, not too much. But also something you can use on the daily. And speaking of which, if you're going to use an acid toner and you also have exfoliating acids like exfoliating mask, exfoliating cleansers, a leave-on exfoliation solution and or serum, I would totally avoid an exfoliating toner if you're going to use any of those other ones. I feel like your acid toner, and this is an opinion, an acid toner that's supposed to be used on the daily should be skipped. We're going to use an actual acid to really, get in there and get all the gunk out. An example, an exfoliating / acid toner would be the AC Collection Calming Liquid Mild by CosRx. This is a great one. Look, I've used it all the way down here, so you know I love it. This one just has the mildest ingredients, but it also has some other backup ingredients. So the exfoliating acids in this product would be PHA and BHA. So PHA, as known as gluconolactone, is a milder form of glycolic acid. So it's going to help exfoliate the surface of the skin, help with blemishes, and help with hyperpigmentation, but in a very gentle, mild form. It also has hydrating capabilities. Additionally, with the BHA in this, it actually has the natural form of BHA in this, willow bark. And willow bark is going to help really get into those oils, clean out your pores. But since it's the natural version of this, of salicylic acid, then it's going to be very gentle, yet you are getting that exfoliation, but mildly in a toner. It also has a base of green tea leaf water. It also has tea tree oil to fight acne. It's got all 4 forms of the centella plant, so it's going to help heal and calm down redness in your skin. It also has hyaluronic acid. It's going to help deeply hydrate your skin. This is so great when I'm battling a bunch of tiny pimples, or if I have open blemishes. I love using this because it's going to calm, heal, and exfoliate all at the same time in a mild form. So this is a great example of something that's mild, but also an acid toner, and it does a little bit more than just exfoliate. This is why I love Korean skincare. All their products are like 4 for 1. In a good way, not like the men's 3 for 1 way. I love bubble wrap. I wanted to give you a little ASMR. Now for the third type of toner in this episode, and that's going to be your hydrating, moisturizing toners. Now this is a toner I wouldn't recommend necessarily to put on a cotton pad. To each their own, try it out. But in my opinion, I wouldn't. Instead, I would actually put this kind of toner on your hands and press it into your skin. So you could do that either after your toner with a cotton pad or instead of. And the one I'm going to talk about today is the I'm From Rice Toner. This is one of my favorite toners ever. This is from the company I'm From. I'm From prides themselves in making products where essentially what you see on the package, as known as rice toner, is the main ingredient. A lot of the things that I've noticed with many skincare companies, especially Western, is that they say this is a green tea product. Yet green tea extract is on the bottom of the ingredient list, and it's going to have little to no benefit for your skin. So when a company prides themselves in making their main ingredient, the one they're marketing, their actual main ingredient, I'm all for it. Especially for those who just see it and grab it, opposed to knowing all this information, like you and me. But see, this is a one that I haven't used yet. So you may be wondering, oh, you haven't even used it. No, this would be my third rice toner. Look at that, isn't she beautiful? Oh, I love her. Essentially, I only wait for these type of toners during the winter time because they're very, very, very hydrating and moisturizing. Actually, it's interesting. It's a toner, so essentially toner would go before essence. But because this is so lovely and it's kind of emollient and it just really seals stuff in, I almost treat this as an essence. So if I use a toner, I use this after to get that double moisturization. I noticed with this rice toner, it would actually pill if I put this after, or actually no, if I put this on and then I put something else after, I noticed it would pill. And so I realized this feels a lot more hydrating and moisturizing than my essence. So I flipped it around. And see, that's something you learn from user experience. So if you're bombarded by skincare and what to do when, and you're like, wait, toner goes before essence, now you're telling me this toner goes after essence, it's confusing. But when you figure out textures and how it feels on your skin, and if you notice pilling and stuff like that, you learn. You know, that's something I learned, especially with this product specifically, because it has that layer of emotion. Obviously, that's going to be a lot more rich than something like a watery essence. So it only makes sense. So I love when people say go from thinnest to thickest, because it kind of makes sense. That is what I think of the rice toner. I love the rice toner so much. But that's an example of something that's moisturizing that you would pat on more than putting on a cotton pad, because honestly you would lose a lot of product. That is the end of the explanation of toners. I hope I really helped you guys, because I know it can be very daunting. And that's the whole point of this series, to shed some light from an experienced Korean skincare user. I know a lot of people in the skincare community, especially like on Instagram, they are all aware of all of this, they all know this, but I'm here for the person who doesn't, who's getting into it, because I want everyone to use a skincare routine, everyone to use sunscreen, and Korean skincare is so amazing, it is so innovative, and it's one of the only things that has helped me fight acne. I suffer from adult acne, I continue to get it, but it used to be horrible before Korean skincare. It wasn't until I found Korean skincare that I truly started getting better. And it's a battle, it's a journey. So thank you for joining me. Get ready for the next one. It's gonna be about essences, so get ready for that. And I hope you like this. If you have any comments, if I helped you, if I missed out on something that might have helped you, please leave a helpful comment below. I love to get to know new people, so please remember to subscribe and ping that notification bell so you never miss out on a video from me, but also don't miss out on this series. And send this to anyone who needs help. This is who it's for. And don't forget, follow my Instagram at Mottaskin. I upload, you know, a little bit more on the daily there, and I like to get to know people, so chat me up. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.